Hey, this is Matt. Welcome back to the video, everybody, where I'm going to be talking about Nicolas Cage and how he got his hair back. Was it a hair transplant? Was it a hair system? Was it some type of surgical or non-surgical treatment that brought his hair back? Before I start with the video, make sure you smash the like button if you are enjoying these regular updates on hair loss and hair transplant. And as always, this video has been brought to you by GoFiber, which are hair building fibers you can use to mask any thinning or patchy areas on your scalp to make your hair look thicker and better. So make sure you check out the link in the video description below where you can visit GoFiber, get a free sample of your choice and try them out. See if you like them. Hey, welcome back to the channel once again. If you are new, you are more than welcome to subscribe and hit the notification bell as well if you want to stay up to date with the latest treatments, hair loss treatments. You want to know how to keep your existing hair, how to keep that hair loss from progressing further, how to avoid being the bald guy for life, how to bring that hair to the next level with a hair transplant. If you want to know how to do it the right way and proper way, subscribe, hit the bell, and visit my website mattdominance.com, where you can not only educate yourself for free with my free ebook 5 things I wished I had known before my hair transplant that's gonna set you out for the successful journey with your hair transplant, but also you can get on a one-on-one call. But you can also get on a one-on-one call with me where I can directly assist you and help you out with your hair transplant decision and help you find the best doctor for your hair transplant. Now, first, I would like to share with you this, I think it's article, but also a video from 2017 where Nicolas Cage has been spotted on the airport. We will touch on that thinning hair on the side as well, but here we can obviously see him with thinning corners. He can be described as a Norwood 4 in my view, especially from this angle. But what I want to bring to your attention would be this video where a camera guy kind of caught him from behind. All right there, you've seen it. And what you can see here is pretty much his thinning crown already. This is something which we don't see on television or when he's playing in the movies. He's obviously thinning on his crown, and the thinning is already pretty spread out. What we see on television, we see Nicolas Cage with more hair than he actually has, in my opinion. I'm talking about the mid-scalp, I'm talking about his crown area, okay? This is from 2007, which is like 15 years from now. So we can already see him with this typical Nicolas Cage look, which would be like a pretty high forehead. And no matter if we watch interviews from like 2007 or the one from 2012 right here, we see him with pretty much similar hair loss progression, which would be the Norwood 3.5 to Norwood 4 type of hair loss progression on the Norwood scale. This is another interview from 2018 where we pretty much see him with the similar hair loss progression or hair loss pattern, right? Some remaining of hairs still in the frontal third. The corners are heavily receded and also his temples are heavily receded already, but that's been going on since his early 30s pretty much. So what I want to bring to your attention will be 2022, also 2021, but this is a recent interview from January 2022, where we obviously see him with drastically thicker hair. The corners are not receding anymore. The hair appears to be thicker despite being shorter. We haven't seen him with such a short hair for a very long time as I can remember, and he's 57 in this interview from early January this year. Also from this interview from mid-2021, we see already different hairline, which is lower, which is framing his face much better. There is also this clip from the series on Netflix that he's playing in, and many people started to theorize what has he done to his hair to make it look that way. Now the question obviously is what? Everybody can already see that he has done something. Now the question is, what has he done? Was it something surgical or non-surgical? Surgical being something like a hair surgery, like a hair transplant or forehead reduction. On the other hand, we have non-surgical, something like hair system, some non-surgical treatment like injectable or stem cell type of treatment. which I think it's very unlikely, and it would probably not work to such an extent. It's impossible that any treatment, non-surgical treatment, is able to bring hair back in such fashion. Remember that, impossible. So I really exclude it here. So we are left with hair transplant or a mixture of maybe forehead reduction surgery and hair system. I also find it pretty unlikely for him to do forehead reduction surgery, especially in 2022 when hair transplants are already they have progressed very much and they can look natural. Also, hair systems looks much better in 2022 compared to maybe 20 years ago. And that's why I would also exclude forehead reduction. It used to be done more when hair transplants didn't look as natural, but once hair transplants started to look more natural, forehead reductions haven't been practiced as much, especially not by men. All right, let's start with why I think this is not a hair transplant. I'm pretty confident on that. See, like here in 2007, I mean, he was a great candidate for a hair transplant already. So why didn't he get one? This is 2012. Still, his hair is pretty much the same condition, maybe a little bit more receded. Still, no hair transplant. This is 2018. Already in his 50s, still no hair transplant. So we still see like natural hair loss progression. I think if this will be a hair transplant, the change between this and this will be more subtle, first of all. Okay, we see here like pretty defined hairline, especially here I can see it, like it looks like a very straight line, and some guys could obviously claim like this could be also a hair transplant with and it looks like a hair transplant which is not very dense but covered with a lot of hair fibers on the hairline. I'm seeing some guys doing that this way. It could be, but in my opinion it's more a result of a hair system. If this guy would get a hair transplant, he would obviously go to the one of the best hair restoration doctors, and we know that in 2022, like hair transplant, especially the hairline, can be done very naturally. They wouldn't make it like this, trust me. With Nicolas Cage type of hair, I mean, he has not the thickest hair by any means, and he's known for using like hair extensions for many years, and to come from just this, 2 years ago, to like this with a hair transplant, with one hair transplant, I find to be very unlikely with Nicolas Cage type of hair, which is rather thin. And again, he's already in his late 50s, and that means that even his donor area, which we were able to see here, already in his early 50s, it's not the strongest, okay, the hair on the sides. So I find it very unlikely for a hair transplant doctor to do a hair transplant surgery with such a low hairline positioning, with such a high density, if the patient, Nicolas Cage, doesn't even have like enough density on his sides. Maybe on the back it's better, but still, I find it very unlikely for any skilled, any good, any ethical hair transplant doctor to do such a planning, such a hairline design which is very low, such a rather high density, even if it could be potentially masked with fibers to make it look fuller, but still it's very straight and it doesn't have that naturalness that could be already performed with a hair transplant surgery in 2022. Obviously, another proof will be that on one hand we can spot him in 2021 with this more defined hairline, as you can see here or here. This is 2022 already, and on the other hand, he's playing in his movie Pig, which is like a drama movie, and he's playing like this older man with very long hair, and I will bet that he's wearing extensions also in this movie, as you can see here. And here we can see how his corners are also receding right here, and he's pretty much having that similar type of a hairline as we know him for. And this would be, in my opinion, another proof why he can during the same year have a hairline which is very receded, and on the other hand, when he's playing in another movie or he's doing some TV appearance, he can rock like straight hairline, which is totally changing his appearance, making him younger and making that whole hairline looking thicker, is because a hair system, very very likely. The hair is also very thick on the mid scalp and crown, okay, so it's probably a hair system which goes across his whole top, also the crown area. Let me know what you think about this. Was it a hair system? Was it a hair transplant? What are your thoughts? I'm pretty certain on that, at least from my view. Thank you so much for watching. For all of you guys that want to bring your hair back to the next level with a hair transplant, which I have done personally many times already and got my hair back. That's what I'm helping you guys with as well on this channel. If you want to consult your situation with me one-on-one, you can do so on mattdominance.com. This is my website where you can educate yourself, but also get on a one-on-one call with me where I can help you out with finding the right doctor, getting the best result, getting the most out of your hair by helping you out, plan the strategy, how to do it, whether you should do it right now, whether you are a good candidate, whether you should get on treatment first and then get on a hair transplant, and also take a look at what treatments have you been using in the past. Did they work? Did they not work? Why they didn't work? These are the things that I'm discussing with guys one-on-one who want to take this seriously and get the most out of their hair situation by also getting the most out of the hair loss prevention and then getting a hair transplant after that. And this is like the best way really to maximize your hair, I would say, greatness. And that's something that we discuss obviously one-on-one. So make sure you sign up if you're interested. Thank you so much for the support. I'm going to be here again with the next video. Looking forward to see you again. Take care, guys.